Hey guys, welcome to Workout of the Week, brought to you by the Get Better Project, your online at-home training program that only requires 2 dumbbells and a kettlebell. Or if you don't even have that, we do workouts every single day that require 0 equipment all the way up to a full small gym setup. So we've got you set, and not only that as well, we have coaching involved in our program, so you get all of that. And if you'd like to try it, head over to thegetbetterproject.com/2weeks. That's thegetbetterproject.com/2weeks. You'll get the full program to try out and see if you like it. Today's workout of the week is a 14-minute AMRAP, so as many round reps as possible in 14 minutes of 20 dumbbell bench presses, 10 burpees, 20 dumbbell back squats, 10 burpees, 20 push-ups, 10 burpees, and then 20 squat jumps. So this is going to be a burpee workout where you're going to have to try and pace down those burpees based off of the movement that comes next. For example, if you have trouble with push-ups after doing all those burpees, then those 20 push-ups are going to slow you down. You're going to want to maybe think about the technique that you're using on those burpees in order to maximize your push-ups when you get to them. You're also going to want to pick a weight that's going to be able to keep you moving through the workout, but might be hard and might have to turn into 2 sets for that particular movement pattern. If you have any questions about that, let us know, and make sure that you watch the coaching videos that are coming up next. For dumbbell bench or floor press, if you have a bench to use, then go ahead and use it. But if you do not have a bench, then we're going to be teaching the floor press because I do not have a bench here. The same technique is going to apply though. So you're going to have to pick up these dumbbells like a deadlift, keeping the back nice and flat. Then you're going to walk yourself out to wherever your bench or floor is going to be, setting them down, sitting down or rolling yourself back out as you're getting yourself into the right position. From there, you're going to put your dumbbells up onto your legs and you're going to lean back into your start position here. From the start position, your elbows are going to be at the ground. Your dumbbell could even be touching your chest if you want to make this a little bit harder, and I recommend that if you have the bench. Then you're going to be driving the dumbbells up overhead till straight locked out position. Dumbbells do not have to touch, but they could if you want them to. You're mostly looking for the elbows to be locked out. Then you're going to return the dumbbell back down to the start position and then lock out again. So each repetition is just going to look like this, whether or not it is touching the chest. So that feels good to you, it's a little harder, or if you're just going down and then back up. Then when you get done here, you're going to go back down to the start position and you're going to let the dumbbells fall and hold on to them, let them roll you up to the beginning. You can also do this with a bench, but I would recommend practicing a few times with some light weight to see how it feels for you. Just like a push-up, what we're looking for, if you were looking down from the top, is about having our elbows go halfway in between our sides and halfway in between up in our shoulders. It's going to vary just a little bit depending on what feels comfortable for you, but that position is going to keep us safe. It's also going to give us a good chance of engaging a lot of our chest and our shoulder muscles, which are our big muscles. So it's going to look something like this. You're going to be looking down, and then your shoulders are also engaged. So just like the push-up, your shoulders are pressed down as you're doing this movement, and that's going to be engaging the lats. It's going to keep your shoulders low in a safe position, so you're not causing any impingements or anything by trying to press up like that. For the regular burpees, you are going to take a squat stance, which is basically your squat position, feet slightly wider than hip width, toes slightly externally rotated. You're going to initiate the burpee actually by pushing your hips back, reaching for the ground, touching the ground, hopping all the way down, coming up onto your knees, hop up onto your squat stance, jump and clap at the top. So we're going to do a few of these quickly. You can jump into them a little bit more. We're still trying to keep our back as flat as we can, or you could step down. It's fine as well. Step up, jump and clap. Or if these are really not feeling it for you, you could crawl down and crawl up, still trying to keep your back flat, still trying to keep your knees in line with the toes, pressing through the heels as you come up out of the lunge position there. Now I have done all positions of the burpee, even in being in good shape. So it is going to not be any, it doesn't really matter, is what I'm trying to say. If you feel more comfortable doing it one way than the other, do it that way. You don't have to jump up. You don't have to step up. You can crawl up. You can do it any way that feels comfortable for you, but it's still a movement pattern that should be trained because we do end up on the ground from time to time and want to be able to get up efficiently off of the ground even as we age. So keeping ourselves in good postural positions as we're doing that is going to be really important, no matter if we're jumping, stepping, or crawling up. For dumbbell back squats, you're going to essentially do the exact same form as you would for any of the other squats that we're doing. You're going to have to put these dumbbells on your back. So you're going to hinge at your hips, and you're going to lift them to your knees and then jump them up to your front rack and then push them back onto a nice platform that you have on your back. And everybody's going to feel a little bit different about this, but you're just trying to balance those as much as you possibly can. Then you're taking your squat stance, which is slightly wider than hip width, slightly externally rotated toes. You're going to push your hips back, push your knees to the outside, go just below parallel, and then stand back up, pushing through the heels. So you're just going to be balancing these dumbbells like this and then doing the work. So from the side, looks like this positioning, and then down and up. All right, then when you get done, you're gonna dip those dumbbells forward and then hinge at your hips, setting them back down onto the ground. For push-ups, what you're gonna do is you're gonna get yourself into the high plank position to start. So hands are gonna be about shoulder width apart. And you're gonna make a straight line from your shoulders down to your ankles. Then from here, you're gonna lower yourself, chest and stomach all the way down to the ground, and then extend all the way back out until your elbows are locked out. And you're gonna repeat that position up and down while you're doing the push-up. You're gonna have core engagement the whole time, so slightly sucked in the core, and you're going to be moving your shoulders back and chest up and then forward as you press. If you're looking down or up from above, my elbows are gonna be about halfway between at my sides and up at my shoulders. And my shoulders are gonna be pressed down to the ground or towards the ground as I am pushing by engaging my lats here. It's gonna keep my shoulders nice and safe. It's gonna keep your shoulders nice and safe. And it's gonna make the movement actually easier for you. For squat jumps, they're essentially exactly like doing any other squats that we're gonna be doing, but you're gonna be jumping off the ground. So you're gonna start with your feet slightly wider than hip width, slightly externally rotated toes, weight on your heels, toes still gripping the ground. You're going to push your hips back, push your knees to the outside, bend at your knees until you get just below parallel. Hands come out for balance. Driving through the heels as you come up, you jump off of the ground. So the movement's just gonna look like this, which is gonna be exactly the same movement pattern, just a little bit more explosive than your regular air squat. Lastly, if you would like to try us out, head over to thegetbetterproject.com/2 weeks. We'd love to have you. We have people from all different ages, all the way up to 72 years old, that are doing the program. So get with us, get your workouts done anywhere you're at. We're usually at some random place in the van, and have fun. Let us know if you have any questions.